Hi guys, welcome to another video. Today I'm out here in the field and I'm going to be shooting on flash and then comparing that to images I've shot without flash. So yeah, this is like a little experiment I wanted to do because I don't usually shoot without flash and I usually rely on the flash a lot. So yeah, you'll see the differences between kind of the process of shooting with flash and without flash. So let's get into it. Today's like pretty dull day really, grey clouds. But first photograph, I noticed this kind of nice bit of like moss growing on the side of this log, and it's got quite a nice texture and contrast between the colours. So I'll shoot with flash first with my usual kind of process. So with flash, I do have kind of a set settings I use. If you want to know the exact settings I use, I made a whole video talking about that, so I'll link that in the comments. But yeah, I'll describe my general settings for today. So I'll be using 150 because that's what bracketing limits your shutter speed to, because of it uses electronic shutter, so it will limit your shutter speed. And then I usually use like f7.1, and then I'll just keep my ISO at 200 and adjust my flash power to expose the image. If you want to know about bracketing and stuff, go watch that whole camera settings video, but I'm going to get straight into the image now. I'm just trying to find a nice bit of moss I can get a photo of. Might shoot at like 1 to 2. So the perk of shooting flash is you can usually shoot handheld. I know my shutter speed is slow, but I can stabilise myself quite easily here, and the subject isn't moving, so there shouldn't be any motion blur. And also the flash is also doing a good job at freezing the motion. All right, now I'm going to shoot without a flash, and I'm just going to turn it off and then get that same composition. Oh, this is looking like a tripod shot. It's still underexposed at f2.8. All right, so I've got this like mini tripod. They're quite handy for doing macro stuff like this because you can get low to the ground. If you want to buy this exact one I've got, I'll link it in the description. And if you want to just buy any of the gear I use, I'll link that in the description anyway. I just realized I don't have the thing attached. I think I have one in my bag. Yes, I have the tripod thing, the tripod mount. I could take the diffuser off, but I'm going to be using flash again in a minute, so I'm just going to keep it on. I'm trying to get more or less the same composition. Obviously it won't be exactly the same. Lower my ISO. I'm going to lower it all the way down to 200 because I'm using a tripod. My shutter speed is now 1 second, so every single image that I take for this bracket will be a 1 second exposure. So this could take a little while. All right, so I'm going to hit the shutter and let the camera do its thing. It'll probably take around 40 seconds maybe, if I have 40 images. So just getting the last few images. That should do. I think I've got enough images there. Press the shutter again and we're done. For that shot there, I was using the same ISO as the flash just so it's a bit fair, and I put my aperture to f2.8 because I'm stacking anyway, so I can easily kind of get around that narrow depth of field. Alright, so that's the first image complete. I'll put both images on screen now. Let me know what you think. I personally prefer flash, but I haven't actually shot a lot of images without flash, so it's quite refreshing to do that. Alright, so for my next shot, I got some lichen on a stick. Because it's on a stick, I can place it anywhere, so the shot without the flash, I'm going to be using a tripod, so I won't be able to get so low down. So I'm going to place it just on like a log or something. I'm going to start with natural light. Might have to put it on there, and then move my tripod here. There we go, that's working. Settings wise, I'm going to keep it on ISO 200. Keep it on f2.8 because I don't want a super slow shutter speed, because I'll be here all day. And my shutter speed is looking at 2.5 seconds for each shot, that is. So I'm probably going to do like a 30 image stack or something. So we'll hit the shutter and it's now taking each image. I'll probably cut to when all the images are taken because yeah, we could be here for literally a minute or two. There we go. And I have no idea if that turned out good, but now we're going to go on to using flash. I'm going to focus back to the front. So I was on 1 to 2, I believe. Oh no, I was on 1 to 1, wasn't I? Yeah, 1 to 1. Right. So I've gone to 1 to 1. Reset my settings. I'm going to be using my usual flash settings. So my go-to is usually 150, shutter, f7.1, ISO 200, and then whatever the flash kind of thinks is exposed. So for this shot, 1/32 should be perfect, and the shot is done. A lot quicker than using natural light. But yeah, I think this shot might work better with natural light, I think, from looking at the camera screen. I'll put those images, both those images on screen, and you can let me know what you think in the comments. All right, so we're on to the next shot, and here we've got this sort of cornflakey looking stuff. It's quite hard to compose because 1:1 it just doesn't bring out the detail. So I might actually go just go a little bit out, 1:2. I think a less magnified shot would actually look better here. If I widen the legs, it might actually be a bit more stable. That should be a lot more stable. So every time I tighten the tripod, it seems to move. All right, so for this shot, I'm gonna shoot flash first. I've got my composition, I've got my magnification set. Settings wise, using the same as before, 50 shutter speed, 7.1 aperture, ISO 200, and 1/32 on the flash. Cool. Now I'm going to shoot with the flash off. f2.8, ISO 200, and then adjust my shutter speed till it's exposed, so 1/10. And judging from the back of the screen while it's taking this image, I think natural light actually looks a lot better for this shot. It brings out the natural sort of colours in the subject. Alright, so I'll put both of those images up on screen, but from judging off the back of the camera, I feel like the flash didn't work as well, mainly because of the angle I'm shooting at. It looks really flat. Natural light kind of brings out the natural colours, and obviously the natural lighting in the scene. I'm going to get another composition of this stuff, but at a different angle to see if the flash works better. I've got my next image composed. I'm shooting this at 1:1 to see if that is any different for the flash versus natural light. I'm going to start with the natural light just because I've already got the settings dialed in. This one's going to be a lot slower because I'm at 1:1, which means there's a lot less light. My shutter speed is coming out to 1 second. So I've hit the shutter there, and that will probably take roughly 40 seconds if I have like 40 images. So yeah, I'll cut to when the image is fully developed. All right, anyway, I think we've got enough frames there. So for this shot, I'm just gonna focus stack this one little bit of this cornflake looking stuff. So now I'm gonna turn the flash on and get the image, the same image with flash. And yeah, just let the camera do its thing. All right, that's it, we're done. All right, I'll put those two images on the screen right now, and again, let me know what you think. Yeah, judging from the back of the camera, honestly, natural light has a lot more shape and texture in it. All right, so I just realized I actually haven't done a portrait shot, and these mushrooms are a perfect kind of shot to shoot in portrait. So yeah, I've actually used my tripod legs properly. I've extended them so they're more stable. This one's probably going to be a slightly less magnified shot as well, probably 1:2 to be honest, because otherwise I'll be way too close. And yeah, I'm gonna have to find a nice little mushroom here to photograph. I think these two here look decent. So I'm actually shooting on 1:2 here to get these mushrooms in shot, and I'm gonna shoot the flash image first. So again, usual settings, and I'll stop the image now because I've got everything in focus. And now I'm going to turn the flash off and adjust my settings for the natural light shot. So f2.8 again, and 1:15 shutter. So let's let that roll. And the image is now done, so I'm just going to press the shutter again, and I'll put both those images on screen. And again, let me know what you think. Let me know which one is better. Personally, I like some colour in the background, and natural light always has kind of colour in the background. Whereas with the flash image there, obviously, the light from the flash doesn't reach the background, so you end up having a black background. So yeah, those mushrooms I just photographed, I didn't get much detail of kind of like the ridged underneath bit. Yeah, that's what I like about mushrooms, that kind of texture. So I found one here that's kind of broken and fallen over, and I'm just gonna get that sort of texture shot at 1:1 this time. So I'm gonna shoot with the natural light first, and my shutter speed for this one is 1/2. Should take a little longer than the last one because it's at 1:1, so I need more images to stack, and I'm also using a slower shutter speed. But I think we're coming to the end now, so I'm gonna hit the shutter probably about now. I think we've got enough. And I'm just gonna quickly switch over to flash. Now this one's a bit dark, so I'm gonna go 1/16 on the flash, see how that looks first. That looks good. I'll keep it at 1/16. And there we go, we got all the images. So I'll put those images on screen now. And again, let me know what you think. I think for high magnification shots like this, I typically prefer flash just because it kind of, yeah, when you're shooting that magnified, there's literally barely any artificial light. So usually flash kind of brings out the texture and detail and things at that magnification. Yeah, so we're on to the next shot here. This one it was a bit awkward to set up. Shooting this portrait, little mushroom on its own. What I'm going to do here is actually just hold the tripod because I can't be bothered to keep moving it. So since I've got the flash set up already, I'm just going to shoot the flash one. Cool. Now I'm going to turn the flash off as usual and go all the way to f2.8, and 1/30 this shot is coming out at, so one of the faster ones we've had today. Actually, it might be better if I hit the shutter and then let go of the camera. That should be good. But again, I'm going to put both these images up on screen and you can let me know in the comments what you think. Honestly, that one's quite hard to choose from. I like both. But you know, I think maybe the flash does bring out a tiny bit more detail, so I don't know. Yeah, again, let me know in the comments. So for this next shot, I have these weird white slime balls. If you watch my last video where I kind of did woodland and stuff like this, you'll see I photographed a lot of this. And I used flash for that video, so it'll be nice to see what kind of natural light looks like. Since I've already got natural light settings dialed in, I'll start with that. Now this one's a bit darker, so my shutter speed is 1/1.6. So let's begin. And again, I probably reckon this will be at least 30 images, so that'll probably take, I don't know, it'll take a while basically. I can't do the maths right now, it's too early guys. But it's going quicker than I thought. It's already got all the mold bracketed. Alright, so I've got everything in focus there, so I'm gonna hit my shutter again, my shutter button to stop that. Turn on my flash and use my usual flash settings, so let's go. Cool. Alright, so there's that shot done. I'll put those on screen now. It sounds so repetitive, but yeah, again, let me know what you think in the comments, which you prefer. I feel like flash kind of worked out better for this one. It brought out a lot more detail and texture. Alright, so I'm going to call it there for today's video. Honestly, that was quite an interesting experiment. It's made me kind of think I should probably shoot with natural light a lot more, because some shots do look a lot better with natural light. But tell me what you think in the comments. Do you think flash is better or natural light? And what's your opinion on tripods with macro? With all that said and done, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, share, comment, all that stuff. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.